Okay, so NIO stock is doing an important reaction today, just after reaching a critical support level around $8, this pink line down here. So what's the problem? Well, the trend is still bearish, and despite this bottom signal, there is no clear bullish reversal structure in NIO yet. Yes, this is very problematic, but given the recent movement, we cannot discard a short-term rally to higher levels, aka a dead cat bounce. So let's see what to expect here. Welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan, so let's start our multiple time frame analysis on NIO stock. Let's start looking at the 1 hour chart. In the 1 hour chart, we see that the trend is clearly bearish. NIO is doing absolutely nothing but lower highs, lower lows, trading below the 21 EMA, but it is quite interesting to see NIO doing a sideways movement since April 20, just after reaching the $8 support line over here. This indicates that yes, NIO is stabilizing and there is still hope that it could react. However, there are two main resistance levels on NIO in the 1 hour chart. First, $8.35. This black line over here is working as a very strong resistance level on NIO 1, 2, 3, 4 times over here right now today. In addition to the 8.35, we see the 21 exponential moving average, which is pointing downwards. It is still pointing downwards. So what we see here in the 1 hour chart is a dual resistance area made by two important key points. On the bright side, NIO is still above the $8 support line over here, this pink line. So as long as NIO stays inside this congestion, nothing new is going to happen. Only if it loses $8, the bear trend will persist. The bearish sentiment is going to resume. Otherwise, if we break 8.35 along with the 21 EMA in the 1 hour chart, I believe that NIO is going to trigger a sharper bounce to higher levels, indicating that yes, this could be the beginning of a dead cat bounce. So where a dead cat bounce could take us? Well, in theory, NIO is going up to the $8.83 area over here, this black line, because this black line over here is the neckline of this head and shoulders chart pattern, right? This pattern is quite powerful, it is quite bearish, and NIO just hit the previous support area over here, good, but right now it feels like we could easily bounce just to drop to lower levels. This happens roughly 66% of the time, if I remember correctly, according to Thomas Bukowski's studies. I really recommend Bukowski's books and his website, thepatternsight.com, because he describes a lot of nice and interesting statistics regarding candle and chart patterns. Now, okay, so a bounce to higher levels is totally plausible, and we see a strong resistance around $8.83. Any top signal in this area might just trigger another sell signal on NIO. Because there is no bullish reversal structure, the trend is still bearish in the daily chart as well. We see that NIO simply can't break the 21 EMA for good, right? I mean, we did some breakouts over here recently, but in the end, it feels like the bearish sentiment will always speak louder. Now, Nathan, what if we actually break the 8.83, we break the 21 EMA in the daily chart? Well, in this scenario, NIO might frustrate the bearish sentiment, meaning we could completely frustrate this head and shoulders chart pattern. And in this scenario, I see NIO trading above the $10 again. Alright? This is a real possibility. However, if we take a look at the weekly chart, in the weekly chart, we are still extremely bearish. There is no meaningful bullish reaction on NIO. We are just doing lower highs, lower lows. Look at the 21 EMA over here. It is working consistently as a resistance level on NIO. Therefore, the trend is still extremely bearish, and we don't see any meaningful bottom signal in the long term in the weekly chart. We see a bottom signal in the daily chart, yes, and it is a quite good and competent signal. But this alone is not enough to truly reverse the trend. In order to reverse the trend, we gotta see higher highs, higher lows, all right? This bullish structure is required in order for NIO to actually fly to higher levels. So far, all we can tell is that NIO is trying to bounce, okay? It is really trying to bounce, and it is doing a good and competent bottom signal right here, right now, because Friday's candlestick pattern was a classic hammer candlestick pattern, which was technically speaking triggered today. Therefore, we have decent chances of seeing NIO bouncing to higher levels again. The problem is that it is gonna be just a bounce. As far as we know, it is going to be just a bounce. And of course, if you wanna join a community of consistent swing traders, join the top 5%, check my website. The link is in the description of this video. Now, back to NIO's chart over here. We see that we are trying to react, we are trying to stabilize, but NIO is not gonna react. It is not gonna do a very meaningful bullish reaction as long as we see the market stabilizing in this area over here. We gotta see the Nasdaq index doing a truly and meaningful reaction. We gotta see the S&P reacting as well, because NIO has plenty of upside potential, but it is not going to materialize any bullish thesis as long as the market is not there to help us with this bullish thesis. So far, all that I can tell you guys is that if we see a top signal around $8.83, it is going to be a sell. If NIO loses the $8 again, it is going to be a very strong sell because, in my humble opinion, we are going to try to retest this purple trend line down here, which is quite close to this blue line around $5.70. Okay, so it all depends on how NIO it is going to react from here above the support at $8 and between and under the resistance around 8.83. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on NIO stock every single week. So if you're still watching this video and you are not my subscriber, consider subscribing because you probably like the content. Therefore, subscribe, click on the like button as well to support me. Thank you very much for your audience, my dear friends. See you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. Bye bye.